Hey folks, Dr. Moser here, and I have my good friend Brooklyn with me, and she has quite a story. So, when you first came in and we were sitting together in the consultation room, you told me you were scared to death.
Yes, I was terrified to walk in the doors.
Why is that?
I had such bad anxiety when I first walked in. I didn't know what I was expecting. I didn't know really what I was walking into at all.
Absolutely. And a lot of people are nervous about seeing a chiropractor.
Yeah.
Now, your story is just a little bit further than that. You deal with anxiety not just with the chiropractic or going to a medical doctor or any of that. You have anxiety to the point that relationships.
Yeah. It affects my daily life.
Tell us more about that, because I think other people struggle with that.
All I did was go to work and go home and care for my daughter. I didn't go out and have a life. I didn't make friends. I just did what I had to do, and that was it. I was too scared to do much of anything else.
You know, I asked you a question in that conversation, and I asked you how does your anxiety affect you, and your one line that just like stopped me was, I don't have any friends.
Yeah.
Because you don't, like you just alluded to, you don't take time to be able to have friends and develop these relationships, maybe because you fear of what they'll say, what they think, all the layers of the anxiety just continue to manifest.
Yep.
And I'm asking someone that deals with anxiety to be on this, but something has radically changed in your life. Can you tell us about that?
Well, since coming to the chiropractic care, I have had a complete 180 from the lifestyle I had before. I don't walk in fear of everything. I have more happier, positive moments than I did before. Yeah.
That's amazing. And so chiropractic was able to do that for you.
Yeah.
It was able to reset your nervous system. So migraines, let's talk about that for a second. You had them nearly
every day.
Every day, daily migraines. Migraines, we're talking, just so the audience understands this, migraines is where the light bothers you, sound bothers you. So you have a 3-year-old daughter.
Yes.
I have 4 boys. One of my boys is 3 years old as well. So I'm just thinking, how in the world could I handle Ethan having a migraine, right? And you're a single mom. Yeah. So it's all on you. The plate is full and you are handling the plate.
And it was to the point where no amount of medicine was helping.
Wow. Which then, of course, with your anxiety and the migraines led to these things called panic attacks.
Yeah.
First off, because not everybody has experienced a panic attack, walk us through what was a panic attack like? What happened to you?
So I would start, I would freeze up, have a hard time controlling my breathing, just be constantly and would not be able to calm down.
And it's some others that we've helped in the past, it's like an out-of-body experience. Like you have completely, your body is shut down and it's lost control.
And it's like you're just watching everything go on, but you can't stop it.
That, because I've not had a panic attack, so I'm just listening and I'm trying to understand, and many of you that are watching this is trying to understand, that it has to be the most terrifying experience.
It is, and you don't choose when it happens. It can happen whenever.
Now, this probably happened, once in your life, twice, once a year?
Multiple times. Pretty frequently.
You would have these complete shutdown. And you just told me it would be random, so you wouldn't know when they were going to happen.
I would just start to feel it come on, and then I would already be in a panic attack.
What's your daughter's name?
Aaliyah.
Aaliyah. Has Aaliyah ever seen you have a panic attack?
Yes.
I'm going to regret asking this.
Yeah.
What was that like for her?
I would imagine terrifying, because she's little, she doesn't understand what's going on, and then here's mom, the one person you rely on all the time. Yeah.
Wow. Okay, let's shift gears to a more positive note. Panic attacks, several, migraines, several.
Yes.
Chiropractic care. And we've been adjusting your full spine. We've been taking care of the atlas, the top bone, and the neck, doing our thing, right? And I don't mean to get geeky on that, but just realigning the spine. What has been your experience from patient perspective?
My experience has been amazing. I came in expecting just a physical transformation, and I have been getting a mental transformation as well.
Wonderful.
My whole outlook on life has gotten better.
So we've been working on you, or with you, for probably what, 3 weeks maybe?
Yes.
And how many panic attacks since you started?
None.
Not one.
None.
And how many would you have in a week? Typically,
At least one.
at least one a week. And then daily migraines. How many migraines have you had?
Maybe once every 2 weeks now.
Wow,
And they're not near as severe.
that is absolutely amazing. You know, and more you hear of cases of people committing suicide and taking their own life. And I'm not saying, you were in that
Yeah.
ballpark, but however, this level of anxiety that's robbing yourself
Yeah.
of joy that you deserve to have, people find ways to just end it all. And Washington County is not immune to
No.
these issues, and it's heartbreaking. So let me ask you this: what would you say to somebody that's struggling, having these panic attacks, and don't know where to turn?
I would say try chiropractic care. I never expected it to help me as much as it did. Like I said, I came in for a physical help and got way more mental help than I expected.
Wow. That is huge. Thank you for doing this with me. And thank you guys for tuning in. You guys have a blessed rest of your day.